Hello guys, welcome back to LR Anime. Guys, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. Today is explanation of Flame Emperor episode number 303 based on novel. So let's start. With the start of the Demon Suppression Prison competition, several months have passed by this time, and the interior of Tianming Mountain Villa, who is responsible for monitoring this time, is also experiencing quite strange things. Inside Tianming Villa, there is an elegant house. There are many elegant buildings here, which are quite quiet, and the front is extremely large. It is the residence of some strong people in Tianming Villa. At this time, in the pavilion above the elegant building, a man slowly sat and stood in it. The tyrannical aura showed that this person's status was not low. The man sat and stood slowly, as if waiting for something. "Where's the villa master?" After a while, the man asked as he looked at the attendant who was slowly approaching from the depths of the yalu. "Tianlao, the owner of the village has not seen anyone these days, so please come back." The young servant's position is low, and his strength is weak, so he naturally dare not argue with Tianlao, but when Tianlao comes, the former I went to ask the owner of the village if he received him, but he didn't see the owner. "Don't see anyone? What happened to the lord?" Ever since the Demon Suppression Prison competition began, the village owner and several high-ranking powerhouses in the village have been behind closed doors. "What the is going on?" Tianlao heard the words, and immediately asked slowly in his heart. He is solely in charge of this Demon Suppression Prison competition. As this time began, he vaguely received information that the Hidden Soul Society and the Soul Hall powerhouses had mixed into the Demon Suppression Prison. Therefore, he wanted to find these high-ranking powerhouses in the village to discuss countermeasures. But they all stayed behind closed doors, either sick or closed, which made Tianlao quite puzzled. "Sir, please come back," the attendant Zaidu said. "En." Tianlao nodded slowly, and then left towards the yalu, but Tianlao's strength was so tyrannical, he seemed to leave, but he secretly followed the little attendant. "If something goes wrong, there must be a monster. I'm afraid that something happened to the village master." He hid his figure in the void, and then gently followed the little attendant towards the depths. "How's it going?" After a while, the little attendant walked around in the elegant building and came to a courtyard. Suddenly, a thin-faced man asked, "Master Zwe, Tianlao has already left." The little attendant immediately calmed down when he heard the words, and then spoke slowly. "Okay, let's go down. Remember that anyone asked to see the villa master, but none of them were seen." Masters were said. "Yes." The attendant replied, and left here after speaking. "Samurai. This guy is the first guard of the villa master of Tianmingwang. With such a fierce aura, could it be that something happened to the villa master?" Tianlao, who was hiding in the dark, couldn't help but murmured, "Cough cough. Zwamu, who wants to see me?" After a short while, there was a coughing sound from the house in the courtyard, followed by an old voice. Reporting to the village owner, it was the old man who asked to see him. He was nervous, and he seemed to have something to discuss with the village owner, but he was persuaded by his subordinates. Zwamu said slowly, "God old. Isn't he in charge of this demon suppression prison match? He came to look for me in such a hurry. I'm afraid something happened during the competition. I sent someone to pick him up. I want to see him." The old voice in the house said with a faint breath, "Cannot be done. The owner of your body, if someone else takes the lead, the consequences will be disastrous. Tianming Villa can't lose you." Zwamu was shocked when he heard the words. "Don't worry, the powerhouses in Tianming Villa are all excellent, and they won't be mixed in by the powerhouses of the Hidden Soul Society and Soul Palace, don't worry." After a while, a voice came from the house. "No." Zwamu heard the words, his face slowly sank, and he refused. "Tianlao, come out." After a while, a strange voice came from the house. Crash. As the voice fell, the figure of Tianlao suddenly emerged from the void. "Tianlao, you trespassed inside Tianming Villa, this is a capital crime." Looking at Tianlao in front of him, Zwamu couldn't help but his eyes slowly jumped. Zwamu was instructed by the master of the plane to do his best to protect the King of Pluto, so during the time when King of the Pluto was injured, naturally he would not let anyone approach him, even a powerful man like Tianlao. No, after all, their own strength is not tyrannical, and if they have any dissent, I am afraid that the situation of the King of Heaven will be in jeopardy. You are injured, and the injury is not light. Tianlao just appeared, and there was a hint of heaviness on his face. Obviously, the strength of Tianming King can be said to be the top strength of the entire Tianming Villa at this time, so strong all were injured. At the beginning of the demon suppression prison, I received information that the hidden soul in the Dust Sea will join forces with the powerhouses of the Soul Palace, so I brought a few powerhouses from our villa to try to find out. However, when we entered the Sea of Dust a few kilometers below the sea, we were suddenly attacked by the Hidden Soul Society and the Soul Palace. At the depth of 1,000 meters of the Sea of Dust, a few of us lost to them and were seriously injured. Since then, we have stayed behind closed doors and concentrated on healing. The voice of the King of Pluto emerged from the house. No way, the Villa Master, you are the strength of the six-star fighting immortals, how could you? In an instant, Tian Laro's voice was extremely heavy. The depths of the Sea of Dust are too strong for our strength, and the hidden soul will join forces with the powerhouse of the Soul Hall, so this is the reason. However, as a price, the top powerhouses of their two forces were also injured by me, and they won't take action for a while, so the guys who entered the demon suppression prison are at best only the perfect strength of the three-star fighting immortals, so there is nothing to be afraid of. Heaven Pluto opened his mouth. The fastest update of Chichi novel https:// Since that's the case, then I'm relieved. Can I do anything? Tian Laro said solemnly. No need for the time being. Heavenly Pluto said. If that's the case, then I'll go down. Tian Laro heard the words and nodded slowly. Recently, there is something wrong with the sealing power of the poisonous demon puppet. In addition, the ancient Chenkuan formation that seals her lacks the formation stone, so pay more attention. After a while, the King of Pluto spoke up. En. When Tian Laro heard the words, he nodded slowly, and then slowly stepped back. Zhuangzhu, what Tian Laro did this day? As Tian Laro left, Zhuamu frowned and said in doubt. As I said, the interior of our Tianming villa is so strict that even the Soul Palace cannot penetrate here. What we need to worry about now is to prevent the Hidden Soul Society and the powerful Soul Hall from joining forces to release the Poison Temple Demon Empress. After all, because the top powerhouses of their two forces were forced back, the power inside our villa is already very limited. The Demon Empress Sheikh is out of trouble. I'm afraid this will be a disaster for us as a whole Yinhunshan. In the house, the voice of Pluto was extremely heavy, and every time he said the Demon Empress of Poison Shore, even if she was stronger than him, it was a palpitation. After all, although the two are both six-star fighting immortals, if they really fight against each other, they are definitely not the opponents of the poisonous Demon Empress. I'll go down and be alert. After Zhuamu finished speaking, he also slowly left here and got busy. Damn, the strength and attack methods of this Soul Hall powerhouse are really getting more and more difficult. As the calm here was restored, Tian Wang Ming couldn't help cursing. It's just that although they went to the Sea of Dust before and caused many strong people in the villa to be seriously injured, they forcibly killed many strong people from the Hidden Soul Society and the Soul Palace, so the remaining strong people in the Soul Palace may only enter the demon suppression. There are dozens of guys in the prison who are less than 4-star fighting immortals. Hey! In the demon suppression prison. The monstrous evil aura black mist continued to emerge, setting off this strange space like hell. At a glance, people couldn't help but look shocked, and those auras seemed extremely sinister and evil. I'm back. A moment later, a gate of light appeared, and the figures of Xiao Yang and the 5 people emerged one after another from the gate of light, but the place where everyone came out at this time was the dead silent valley where the relics of the heavenly kings were hidden. With the complete fall of Qianwangzangzang, all the evil aura in the mausoleum was purified by its final power, and the purified energy was injected into Xiao Yang's body to help him break through the middle stage of the 3-star fighting immortals. Rest in peace, no one will step into it, so the strong people who think that they have made great contributions to suppressing the evil race outside the territory are completely dissipated between this world at this moment. Dead Silence Valley? The 5 people had just landed on the ground, and Xiao Yang suddenly glanced around and said in surprise, Dead Silence Valley was still a gloomy wind, but the original blood of the Earth Spirit and other evil auras existed. All have disappeared. It seems that the ruins of the Qianwangzangzang, where you enter is where you exit. Liu Qing also said thoughtfully, but at this time, the valley was quite quiet, as if no one was there. Where are we going now? After a while, Du Chifei said slowly. Now, I am afraid it has reached the white-hot stage of the points competition. I believe that the strong people in the demon suppression prison have already eaten away at each other, in order to obtain points in their own hands. After all, the Tianwang Tibetan Mausoleum did not get them any benefits. I am afraid you can only **** it up on the points. And those who can stay in the demon suppression prison are probably the best and the best on the 4 continents. Let's join our army first, then I have to go to the depths of the demon suppression prison. Xiao Yang thought for a while, then looked at the depths of the demon suppression prison, where there was an unparalleled evil fluctuation, as if he could obliterate himself by turning his hands, but he agreed to Qianwang Zhangzhang's last wish, so naturally he would not break his promise. Moreover, although the Sky Poison Temple was obliterated and a lot of points were obtained, the points given to the half-emperor level foreigners are obviously only a few thousand, less than 10,000, so if you want to exchange for the swallowing technique, you obviously need some more points. The help of points. Let's go, we'll be with you too. Seeing Xiao Yang's group doing this, Yuan Yang's two daughters said immediately. The disciples of their sect did not enter the demon suppression prison, so the two of them participated in this competition, so together with Xiao Yang and the others, they could also take care of one more person. Thank you. Xiao Yang heard the words and said slowly, but don't underestimate Yuan Yang. Although this girl is only the initial strength of the 3-star fighting immortal, if she really does it, I am afraid that she will use the power of the formation to deal with the 3-star fighting immortal successfully. The strong do not give in too much. In that case, let's go then. Xiao Yang bowed slowly to the gate of light at the entrance of the tomb of the Qianwang Zhangzhang, and the next moment, the figures of the 5 people moved as fast as they could, and gathered towards the place where the Dongju powerhouse was located. The points competition in the demon suppression prison has naturally reached its half-heated stage. Since the Tianwang Zong relics, the other powerhouses have withdrawn from the mausoleum and started to kill each other. Obviously, by virtue of their strength, the hands in their hands have been killed. The points on the town magic stone are also rich, and this time the top 10 in the points competition are ranked according to the number of points. The top 10 places are the key to whether they can enter Li Soul Realm. After all, not everyone is in reincarnation like Du Qifei. Even if they don't use these competitions, they will be picked up by Li Soul Realm. At this time, in a dark mountain in the demon suppression prison, dozens of people were walking slowly. These guys were all surrounded by a trace of black energy like evil things, but a ****** existence like a human emerges, and the evil aura around them actually regards them as the same kind, without any hostility. Hey, brother Mu Ji's method is better. In an instant, a rather dashing man in the team grinned. They are already in the middle of the demon suppression prison at this time. Although they are not the deepest, the evil aura around them is more intense. From time to time, some tyrannical evil spirit creatures will launch a dazzling attack on them, but the pastoral song uses some means. The evil aura surrounds the body, so it is easy to deceive the detection of these evil auras, so in this demon town, as long as you don't encounter some tyrannical evil things, it is also like walking on the ground. Everyone stop. There are very few evil things in the periphery, and we are currently heading towards the depths of the demon suppression prison. If we encounter an invincible evil thing, I hope everyone will not be greedy and use the demon suppression stone to escape from here. After all, we have obtained along the way. A lot of points and energy sources are enough to be called fruitful, and this trip is not wasted. After a while, Ran said to the rear troops. This team of dozens of people is a gathering of the powerhouses above the East continent. Although there are very few 3-star fighting immortal powerhouses, after hunting evil things in the demon suppression prison, the strength of many disciples turned out to be a natural breakthrough. When it came to Sanqing Dozian, after adding some evil things, the points were evenly distributed by the leading pastoral people. This group of people greatly admired the words of pastoral songs and others. Brothers Mu Ji said very well, thanks to everyone's care along the way, when I go back to Dongju in the future, I and other forces will ease the relationship with you. Some strong people used to have grievances with Mu Ji and others, but now they are relieved. I don't know what happened to Xiao Yang and the others. After a while, everyone moved forward cautiously, and Yun Qi said slightly, "Don't worry, that guy won't get into trouble so easily." Mu Ji and the Yu family sisters also said slowly, but the call of these two sisters on Dongju is extremely high, and it seems that these two sisters are very close to each other. One of the elders in Tianming Villa is old, so he will naturally achieve extraordinary achievements in the future. After a while, when everyone came to a flat ground, a man in a black robe slowly and completely blocked his path. "Who is your excellency?" Madrigal took the lead and stood directly at the front of the team, speaking in an unusually dignified voice. "Hey, family." After a while, the black-robed man grinned, and then a familiar figure slowly emerged. Xiao Gui. Seeing this familiar scene, Mu Ji was surprised. "Why are you here?" After a while, Mu Ji rushed up and hugged Xiao Gui and asked, "When I entered the Deadly Silence Valley before, I was separated from my eldest brother." After a simple statement, everyone went deeper one after another. However, Mu Ji and the others discovered that since this Xiao Gui was separated from them, it was like a different person. His strength had also skyrocketed to the level of 3-star fighting immortal consummation, and even his temperament and aura had undergone earth-shaking changes. Naturally, it's hard to ask this kind of thing. Arrive. Meeting with most of them. After a while, on a flat ground, Xiao Yang and the 5 looked at the pastoral people from a distance. The powerhouses above Dongju finally gathered together at this moment, which also symbolized that the final battle of the town demon prison begins. That's. After a short while, as Xiao Yang and the others approached, there was a burst of ecstasy on Xiao Gui's face. It was obvious that he was the first to spot the 5 people approaching the large army. Xiao Yang. You're all right. After a while, Xiao Yang and the others fell down gently and joined the large army. Mu Ji couldn't help laughing. The main force is fine, and it seems that the trip has been quite good. Just after landing, Xiao Yang suddenly glanced at the dozens of people behind him, and the aura on their bodies was faintly increased. Big brother, he. After a while, Xiao Gui smiled at Xiao Yang, and there was a hint of kindness in his voice. You bastard, ran away without saying a word, and didn't say a word to me. Seeing that Xiao Gui's figure was intact, Xiao Yang immediately scolded softly. Obviously, this guy has the same bloodline as himself. He was quite concerned. Hey, eldest brother, after I separated from the Dead Valley, there was a voice in me that directed me to some places in the demon suppression prison, and then retrieved some things. Xiao Gui said with a smile, but at this time Xiao Gui, instead of being taciturn as before, he talked and laughed like a cheerful man. It seems that his parents should have left him a lot of good things. After a few months, this guy is not only very mature in temperament, but even his strength has skyrocketed to 3-star Dozyan perfection. The Lord of Soul Eater said. What? Samsung Dozyan is complete. Xiao Yang was shocked when he heard the words. In the mausoleum, Tianwang Zhangzang allowed himself to break through the middle stage of the 3-star Dozyan, and Xiao Yang realized that every level of the gap between the 3-star Dozyan was like a gulf. After all, there are reincarnation runes. The power of reincarnation runes is all integrated. At least it is a 6-star fighting immortal or above, and even the reincarnation rune of the Thunder Lord. It's just that Xiao Gui's power suddenly soared so much. Brother, in addition to this, I also heard that the Hidden Soul Society and the powerhouses of the Soul Palace seem to have teamed up, and they are trying to attack the Demon Empress of the Poison Temple in the depths of the Demon Suppression Prison. After a while, Xiao Gui whispered in the Xiao Yang said in his ear. Is the Hidden Soul Society and the Soul Palace? Xiao Yang frowned. Obviously, this Soul Palace is really ubiquitous, and the power of this Soul Palace is too far. Do you know their specific strength? Xiao Yang asked. The Hidden Soul will have 4 heroes, and they should all have the strength of the late Samsung fighting immortal and the perfection, but the one in the lead seems to have something like an arm in his hand, and that thing makes me feel uneasy for a while. As for the Soul Palace, it seems that there is only one guy who claims to be the 6th Soul Venerable, and the other guys are not to be afraid of. Although his strength is only a complete 3-star Dozyan, there is probably something dangerous about him. Even if I meet him, the odds of winning are also very few. Xiao Gui said in a low voice. Is that so? Xiao Yang nodded slowly when he heard the words, but with the reminder from his master, Soul Eater, Xiao Yang had no doubts about the skyrocketing strength of Xiao Gui and the information he had inquired. After all, Xiao Gui is the descendant of the strong people of the Xiao clan and the ghost world. There must be many secrets in his body. In addition to some treasures left by his parents, this guy is a hidden rich child. Let's sort out the big troops first, then we should head towards the depths of the demon suppression prison. You guys should take them around. If it doesn't work, then quit. After all, in the depths of the demon suppression prison, it is not possible for a large number of people to gain an advantage. After a while, Xiao Yang also said solemnly, in that case, let's separate again. The honor of Dongju will be handed over to you. Immediately, Mu Ji also nodded. We're leaving, you all take care. At that time, the group slowly explained, and immediately divided the troops into 2 groups, constantly hunting evil things along the way to gain a few points, and all the way to the depths of the demon suppression prison. And Xiao Yang's group, including the Yuan sisters, Liu Qing, Duo Chifei, and Xiao Gui, kept heading towards the depths of the demon suppression prison. 6th Soul Venerable, don't you want to deceive me? That guy Xiao Yang actually has the formation stone of the Chenkuan ancient array? Why don't I know this information? On Xiao Yang's path, 2 figures were slowly lurking. The path that Xiao Yang and the others were on was originally a very flat plain, but not far away was a dense bamboo forest, and two figures appeared quietly in the bamboo forest. Chichi's novels are first published on the whole network. A dignified spirit and blood general, you are also afraid that I will deceive you. As for the news that Xiao Yang has the Chenkuan ancient formation stone, it is naturally the news that I got from the Soul Palace. The 6 souls of the Soul Palace in the magical black robe snorted coldly and said with a smile. The guys from the Hidden Soul Society have come out of the tomb of the Qianwangzangzang. The trip to the tomb collapsed. The treasures of the Qianwangzangzang fell into the hands of Xiao Yang, and even the fall of the Qiandusha was caused by Xiao Yang's assistance to Qianwangzangzang. 6 Soul Venerable said. Where is he? I have to obliterate this guy to pay homage to my king's spirit in the sky. In an instant, the blood of the earth spirit slowly created a wave of extreme evil on the body, which undoubtedly set off his strength in the middle stage of the 4-star fighting immortal. Wait at ease, this is the only way to go deep in the demon suppression prison, that Xiao Yang who obtained the relic of the Heavenly King's treasure, will naturally go to the Chenkuan ancient array and put it back into the formation stone to secure the seal, and this bamboo forest is the only way for them. As for the formation stone, the seal can be stabilized in the first place, but if the power of the formation stone is reversed, it is enough to completely destroy the seal. When the formation stone is taken away from Xiao Yang's palm, our plan for this trip will be completely successful. Suddenly, around the bamboo forest, several figures slowly emerged. This bamboo forest is really strange. Xiao Yang and the others skillfully penetrated the plain and came into the bamboo forest. They looked at the green bamboo forest and couldn't help but speak. Among the bamboo forests, countless bamboo forests are obviously tens of meters high, and the green atmosphere even vaguely isolates the invasion of the evil atmosphere, which is quite mysterious. Appear. Through this bamboo forest, you can reach the depths of the demon suppression prison. Xiao Yang raised his head, but his vision was completely blocked by the bamboo forest. Through this bamboo forest, it seems that you can see the ancient formation of Chenkuan. Big brother Xiao Yang, the stone formation in your body is also useful. After a while, a hint of cunning appeared on Yuan Yang's face, and she said with a smile, obviously the reason why she followed Xiao Yang was largely because Chenkuan ancient formation. After all, this girl is very talented, and in terms of team formation, it is almost obvious at a glance. Ancient Chenkuan array, this is a tyrannical formation for the evil races outside the territory. If it can be subdued, it will also be a great help for me. Xiao Yang felt the scorching hot breath from the formation stone and the demon-suppressing coffin in his body. It is also the place to understand the seal of the poisonous demon puppet, which is not far away. There seems to be some kind of breath here, it's weird. Liu Qing on the side glanced slowly at the beautiful eyes, and looked at the bamboo forest with deep love, only to see a black shadow of a behemoth emerging from the depths of the bamboo forest, waiting for Liu Qing the sound. Suddenly an evil voice resounding through the heavens and the earth, suddenly spread out. Xiao Yang. I've been waiting for you for a long time. This is the blood general of the earth spirit. As the evil voice fell, the body of the earth spirit blood general with green face and fangs suddenly appeared in front of Xiao Yang and the others, and an incomparably fierce evil wind rushed towards his face. Be careful, this guy is very strong. At the next moment, Duo Chifei spoke first. Even with her 3-star Do immortal perfection, when the earth spirit blood general just appeared, there was a burst of unease in her body. I'll try it. Xiao Yang was overjoyed when he heard this. With his current points, he killed the Sky Poison Temple, and he was still a long way from 10,000, but if he killed the Earth Spirit Blood General, it would probably be enough. Although the strength of the Earth Spirit Blood General in the middle stage of the 4-star fighting immortals was combined with the extremely strange armor that could absorb power, Xiao Yang was not afraid. Be careful. Several people heard the words and nodded slowly. Big brother, the power in this guy's body is disorganized. I'm afraid it's caused by the absorption of too much power. All it takes is a fire to burn it completely. Xiao Gui on the side also felt the unsteady aura of the earth spirit blood floating in his body. Laughed. So much nonsense. Death to Ben. Seeing the people in front of him talking and laughing, and not even taking himself seriously, the earth spirit blood general snorted coldly, and the dazzling evil fluctuations spread directly from the body, and immediately the figure suddenly shrank, and in just a short moment, it was the same as that of ordinary humans, but at this time, as the size shrank, its aura was even more fierce. You stand back. Hot explosion. Xiao Yang snorted softly, and then the surging Do Chi flames ignited directly above his body, raising his speed to a brand new level. Wang buzzing. With the help of the explosion technique, Xiao Yang was as fast as a ghost, and with a flash, he appeared in front of the Earth Spirit Blood General. Pick my finger. instantly came to the Earth Spirit Blood General. Xiao Yang's mouth slowly outlined a smile, and then the dazzling flames gathered at his fingertips, and instantly, a terrifying wave that made one's heart palpitate spontaneously emerged. Humph! The Earth Spirit Blood General seemed to disapprove of Xiao Yang's behavior. After all, the strengths of the two were one in the middle stage of the 3-star fighting immortal and the other in the middle stage of the 4-star fighting immortal. The difference was too great. Bang bang bang! When the dazzling flames reached the 0 point, Xiao Yang's eyes became sharp, and then his fingertips shot at the nearby Earth Spirit Blood General. Small worm carving trick. The Earth Spirit Blood Sword had no defense, just a faint light appeared from the weird armor above the body. After a while, Xiao Yang's seemingly tyrannical flame fingers were completely swallowed by his armor. Hand of Destruction. After a short while, watching Xiao Yang's attack ended, the Earth Spirit Blood would not give Xiao Yang any chance to fight back. The dazzling dark aura condensed on his nearly depleted palm, an invisible vortex and blood-colored energy slowly filled the palm of his hand. What a tyrannical defense! Xiao Yang couldn't help but mutter to himself when his attack failed. Obviously, the difference between the two was a whole rank, and it would be quite difficult to defeat him. Hand of Destruction. Xiao Yang, give me death. After a while, the blood of the Earth Spirit exploded and roared towards Xiao Yang. Dragon God's first change. Seeing this, Xiao Yang was not slow or busy, and a low voice sounded in his heart, and the skin on the body suddenly became burly, and even the slightest trace of it could not be detected by the naked eye. The obscure golden pattern of emerges quietly. This guy. The first transformation of the Dragon God can be so tyrannical. If the 9 transformations come together, I am afraid that even in the face of the real Dragon God, it will not be defeated. It is indeed the treasure of the Dragon Clan. The sudden change on Yang's body made the Master of Soul Eater can't help but envy. After all, the Master of Soul Eater is only a soul, so he is naturally quite envious of this kind of body forging technique that is at the peak of the Great Thousand World. It's too strong. Xiao Yang will have an accident if this goes on. Xiao Gui, you and I shoot together. At this moment, looking at the evil palm of the spirit blood above the sky, Du Chifei frowned and said anxiously, "Don't worry, eldest brother must have his own grasp of doing this, and after you feel it carefully, you will find that the physical strength in eldest brother seems to be increasing at a terrifying speed." Xiao Gui's eyesight is extraordinary. Naturally some other breaths were detected. This guy's methods are really endless, such a tyrannical body forging technique. I am afraid that the level is not low. Yuan Hong looked at Xiao Yang and couldn't help saying, "Boom." After a short while, the earth spirit blood will not have any left hand, and the whole body's strength will be gathered in the palm of the hand, directly forming a hand of destruction that is enough to destroy everything, and suddenly slaps against Xiao Yang's Qianling cover. Such a tyrannical blow, I am afraid not dying is also seriously injured. It's almost there. I hope you won't let me down. At that time, not only did Xiao Yang not back down when he noticed the hand of evil energy coming towards his face, he even felt a little fiery in his heart. Xiao Yang. Looking at Xiao Yang who didn't retreat, Duan Shifei in the distance couldn't help clenching his pink fist slowly. In an instant, the attack of the Earth Spirit Blood General hit Xiao Yang without a trace, and the dazzling evil energy continued to swept away from Xiao Yang's body, as if he wanted to completely obliterate Xiao Yang, but regardless of whether the Earth Spirit Blood General attacked Xiao Yang. How tyrannical and evil the power of Xiao Yang's body is, when it touches Xiao Yang's body and skin, it will be completely nibbled and purified by a trace of extremely dull golden lines. The rock, no matter how tyrannical it is used, cannot shake it in the slightest. But, damn it. After a while, the Earth Spirit Blood General looked at Xiao Yang, whose physical strength was close to the limit, and couldn't help roaring. His dignified 4-star Dozian strength would actually take such a 3-star Dozian. There is no way. The first transformation of the Dragon God is really tyrannical, but it is still a bit tricky to face the 4-star fighting immortals. It seems that after leaving, I have to start practicing for the latter. Xiao Yang's heart was filled with concerns. Xiao Gui, let's do it together and kill this teaser. At that moment, Xiao Yang was not preparing to fight alone. After all, he was about to rush to the depths of the demon suppression prison. The strength of this guy is not something that he can obliterate by himself. It really means that. As Xiao Yang's voice fell, Xiao Gui also flickered and came to Xiao Yang. At this time, Xiao Gui was surrounded by black auras that were constantly rising, which was as shocking as flames. What is this black gas? Flame. Upon realizing this scene, Xiao Yang frowned, obviously not understanding. This should be what his parents left in this demon town prison. It's not like a flame, but like the breath of some kind of treasure. I'm starting to be a little curious now. This Xiao Gui's father is the descendant of a strong person from your Xiao clan. The Soul Eater also sneered. 6 Soul Venerable, why are you still stunned? Let's do it together. Watching Xiao Gui join the battle, the Earth Spirit Blood General also shouted slowly towards a void in the middle of the sky. With the roar of the Earth Spirit Blood falling, everyone's eyes were slowly drawn away by a void in the bamboo forest. Wang buzzing. The void slowly wriggled, and suddenly an extremely tyrannical aura permeated from it. After a while, a mysterious black-robed figure stepped out. Earth Spirit Blood General, your strength in the middle stage of the 4-star fighting immortal, even a few 3-star fighting immortal powerhouses can't deal with it. It seems that I really think highly of you. The black-robed figure just appeared, and his voice was filled with a hint of confusion. With a rather strange aura, he scolded the Earth Spirit Blood General directly. The guy from the Soul Palace? Liu Qing was shocked when he heard the words. Although the base camp of these guys in the Soul Palace belongs to the same continent as their Holy See, the strength of the Soul Palace is very widely distributed, covering almost countless planes, and they seem to be secretly planning some unknown secrets. Before Liu Qing left, his master had instructed the guy to be careful with the Soul Hall. Soul Palace? Yuan Hong's eyes flickered when she heard the words. Obviously, this faction's bad reputation had already spread far and wide. Stop talking nonsense, let's do it together. The Earth Spirit Blood General disagreed and snorted coldly. Soul Palace 6 Soul Venerable? Seeing the strange black-robed figure that suddenly appeared, Xiao Yang's heart became hot. If he could catch this guy, I am afraid that with their Soul Palace information and this guy's status in Soul Palace, more or less know some secrets about the Xiao family. Be careful, although the strength of these 6 souls is only a complete 3-star fighting immortal, but I am afraid there is some means of pressing the bottom of the box. With the appearance of the black-robed figure, the Lord of Soul Eater exhorted. You are that Xiao Yang, right? After a while, the figure in black robe slowly came to the Earth Spirit Blood General. He didn't act rashly, but looked at Xiao Yang and spoke slowly. I can't change my name, I can't change my surname. Xiao Yang also had a strange smile on his mouth. The good thing that has repeatedly destroyed our Soul Palace, this time, I will arrest you and send it to the Soul Palace, so that you can taste the pain of the soul, and let you know the fate of offending our Soul Palace. A strange sound came out from under the black robe's figure. I have this plan too. If you let me capture you, I will definitely **** your soul source completely. Facing the threat of the black-robed figure, Xiao Yang disapproved and said with a smile. Remember the name of the deity, the 6 souls of the Soul Hall, the soul of the soul. Xiao Yang child, let this deity die. Immediately, as the voice of the soul fell, a strange black mist filled the whole body, and then burst into Xiao Yang with the strange black mist. In the middle, there are countless sinister powers hidden. Brother, be careful. Xiao Gui couldn't help but remind him. Xiao Gui, Qi Fei, the two of you will deal with the blood generals. Liu Qing and Yuan Hong will protect Yuan Yang. Xiao Yang ordered, and immediately began to fight with the ghost. Liu Qing's strength is weak, but with the light attribute, he can play an extremely tyrannical auxiliary role. As for Yuan Hong, although his strength is tyrannical, protecting Yuan Yang is the primary task, so he will not rashly take action. Boy, it's not a wise choice to offend our Soul Palace. In a flash, the soul evil came to Xiao Yang, and the dazzling black mist condensed directly on his chest, and it was vaguely turned into a stroke of about a foot. On the black knife, there are countless mysterious lines wrapped around it, and among those lines, there is actually a frightening scream. Using the soul power of human beings as a weapon is really in line with the style of your Soul Hall. However, I also want to have a break with you. Holy flame space. A light hum came from Xiao Yang's body, and a dazzling space immediately enveloped the two of them. Where's Xiao Yang? Yuan Yang couldn't help but be surprised when he saw Xiao Yang, who had disappeared suddenly. After all, the existence of the holy flame space is similar to that of a domain, not like a formation. It is difficult for ordinary people to notice that it is brought into a different space with the enemy. Unless the caster disarms or dies, the holy flame space will not easily disappear. Oh, holy flame space? That is to say, there seems to be a holy flame hidden in your body, which is really surprising to me. After a while, the soul inhaled by Xiao Yang into the holy flame space did not have any uneasiness. Weird laughter. Don't worry, I also need the source of the soul in your body. Seeing this, Xiao Yang snorted coldly. In the holy flame space, His own strength will be increased, and the soul evil is the soul of a strong soul in the soul palace. The body of the soul, Shenyang, naturally has the power to close to destruction for them, so the current situation is undoubtedly that Xiao Yang has the upper hand. A person from the lower realm can also have today. But your good luck, this is the end. In an instant, soul evil was not talking nonsense with Xiao Yang. The black knife in his hand drew dozens of obscure attacks in front of him, and circles of black energy ripples that were close to destruction suddenly burst out. Go! At the next moment, dozens of black energy ripples shot directly at Xiao Yang, and the sacred flame space that passed along the way showed a rare tremor. Red flame. Seeing this, Xiao Yang did not dare to neglect. The power of the dazzling fiery red celestial seed spread out in an instant, trying to resist the ripples of black energy. It is strange to say that the black knife in the hand of the soul does not seem to be a mortal thing. The circles of mysterious lines set it off to the extreme, and even above the black energy ripples, there are also circles that are exactly the same texture. The black energy ripples were tyrannical, but under the burning of Xiao Yang's great celestial seed, they instantly turned into mists and disappeared into the holy flame space. As these black energy ripples disappeared, Xiao Yang's spirit palace, which had always been calm, trembled strangely. The knife in this guy's hand can actually affect my soul power. At this time, Xiao Yang was also surprised. His black knife is probably an immortal weapon made from countless souls. Use the power of holy flame. I always feel that this guy seems to have other plans for something in you. After a while, the Lord of Soul Eater said. Hearing this, Xiao Yang nodded lightly, and then did not take it lightly. The khaki yellow flame of the fire heart Tianyang in his body slowly lingered out, and even the khaki yellow prismatic saint flame crystal appeared in his hand, and with the emergence of the holy flame, it echoed with the holy flame space. The dazzling holy aura permeated out, and the suppressed soul aura became disordered. Finally willing to use holy flame? Then it's a matter of courtesy. I'll also show you the true power of Soul Hall Soul Venerable. As soon as the voice fell, the black energy in Soul Sin's body suddenly became strange, and circles of terrifying fluctuations slowly radiated out. These two guys are finally going to use real means. This video will end here.